Alright, I think we have this turned on. Yeah, we do. Hey, we're getting ready to do a ride out. First real ride that we've been able to film, so we're heading out. Gonna ride up maybe around Lake Diaz and see what we come up with. I think we're ready to go. Put it on level 5. Feels nice out. Yeah, we're coming up on Marsh Road. I'm gonna try to film this a little better. A lot of times I yell because I get a little wind noise, and I'm gonna try not to do that. Try to talk a normal voice. And then kick the cruise in. And we're going to go up here to Doherty Road. This is the last day of Biketoberfest. There'll be a few bikes out here and there. And we're at 31.5 miles an hour, that's pretty good, really. Now I notice once in a while the cruise control will kick off. I hit it and it'll come right back on again. Usually a Sunday ride is a lot less traffic. I've seen a few cars already, but that's when I really like to go out and ride on Sunday. It just seems like it's, you get less people coming around at you. Our goal is to go up here to Doherty Road and go across 11. We're going to connect on a couple other roads across that way and just go out for a nice ride. Maybe around 25, 26 miles is what we're shooting for. Here on the left, dog training. I know the people that own that. I've never actually trained with them, but I know the people. Actually more traffic than I expected. Nice Sunday ride. People are probably just, well, let's just go out and go for a ride. I've been comparing this bike with my other big bike, my fat tire bike, and this one really seems like it's lighter than the other one. I forget if the other one's metal or aluminum, but this is made out of aluminum, so that would make a big difference. So we're maintaining just right around 30 miles an hour. Now that's on the onboard system. It shows the controller. Oh, we got a couple sandhill cranes here. Let's just slow down here a minute. There's our cranes. Hello, cranes. They moseyed off the road, so we'll let them go about their way. I ride this road quite a bit. This is actually marsh road. It'll actually turn into Doherty and go out onto Route 11. Noah's Ark. You want to get your dog groomed or boarded right there. It's about 10:30. It took a little while to warm up, unless it at least gets to 70 degrees. I don't ride, that's too cold for me. Now this bike, supposedly it will go 60 miles on electric only. It'll go 90 miles on pedal assist 1. I have yet 27, I believe, as far as I've went with it. I don't think we're going to push it that much further today, but that's what it's supposed to go. They're about a week from Halloween, so not far away from the month of November. This black scarfing over here is they're growing ferns. Florida sun will burn the ferns up if they don't shield it with something, so they use this black material. This is like a huge tint all the way across. And I've mentioned this before, but this area here is one of the fern capitals of the country. You go to a florist and buy a fern with any flowers or anything, most likely the ferns came from right here. There's a lake back here to the left behind all these houses back in there. I rode back there once. We'll have to do another video and go back in there again. Yeah, when we get across to the other side of the 11, we'll probably travel a little slower. Right now we're at 31.5 mile an hour. Right up here on the right's an orchid farm. Now that road said 20 mile an hour curve, and I actually took it at 31.5, so it wasn't too hard. But I always look ahead, make sure no traffic's coming in case I do have to drift in the other lane. I won't get in the other traffic. There's donkeys on the right. A lot of birds out. Those yellow trucks. Those are kind of a cool looking truck. Chevy makes them. Let's move the camera a little bit to the left here. You can get a little bit of the side view. nice thing about this camera, it can be swiveled around on this mount, and you can get a little bit of the side. I actually get a picture of myself, which I don't do a lot of video of myself. I guess I could. Yeah, we'll be soon coming up here onto Doherty Road, which we're going to be making a left. We'll start slowing down just a little bit. You get a lot of wind noise. Now, at this point, we've come 4.57 miles, so about 4.5 miles since we've left our house. Car come barreling down on behind me. One thing about cars, they won't slow down and give you a chance. I don't know why people act that way. But we'll go a little slower. This is actually Doherty Road. A couple birds there. I said a lot of birds. There you go. Like right out here on the road. Hello, birds. Standing in the yard. Notice them in our yard quite a bit. Sometimes I like to travel a little slower. I mean, fast is good when you want to get somewhere, but to cruise around and just look at the sceneries and stuff is nice. Some nice farms right up here. Let's see, I'm going to move a little more to the left of the camera once. You might be getting a little picture of my bike computer there, but it's a nice house right here. And on up past here, they're building a motocross track. And I think part of it's been here and they've added to it. But right there, look on the left, there's a German Shepherd right at flagpole. I think that's awesome. But back there in the back, you see kind of a trucks and stuff and some graders. And they've been building it out here by the road, another section. Looks like they've been running it because it looks like the track has been used. And the birds again are flying around. Yeah, I can see the marks where they've had motorcycles out on it, and I'm always hoping that they're running when I come by here. Brand new house to the right. You see where they're building the fence and stuff up on it. They're working on it. About every time you come by here, they're working on it. There's some motorcycles. I said there'd be some motorcycles. They're waving at us. We had motorcycles most of my life. Now I've converted over here to e-bikes. We'll look at some data here once. It says we went 5.5, and that is with the other GPS. It's right on the ball, 5.5. All right, this is State Route 11. We're going to go across, as you can see. There's another road, and we're going to get across here. And this is Old Reynolds Road. Little farm off to the side here. I seen the name on the map for this farm. I can't remember what it was. This is a neat little dirt road, and it's just nice to cruise back here. That's called Campbell Cove Trail. There's a farm back at the end of that, and I see it's gated, so you can only go back so far. Now this bike rides well. It's got shocks in the front. It had shocks on the seat where the seat would have a big spring in it. And I wanted it lower. I cared about it being lower more than I did the shock thing, you know, because when I stop, I want to put my feet down. Sometimes you can't hardly put your feet down. There's over there on that side they're growing plants. They grow a lot of foliage and stuff around this area. I was over here the other day and there was a ton of cars there. But it's a place where they grow a lot of plants and stuff. Pretty awesome. My mailbox has seen its better days. So this is a old road and it turns into the main road. There's still quite a few dirt roads around Florida. Generally hardly any traffic or anything on them. A lot of old farms. I'm glad to see farms around. So we'll soon came 6 miles since we left the house. And now I'm just cruising at about 13 miles an hour. Here's a stop sign where we'll be coming out onto the main road. This is the old road. This is Old Reynolds Road. This is New Reynolds Road. So here we are. I hear motorcycles out on the road. They're going to be out and enjoying the day today because this is the last day of Biketoberfest. And I see a couple of them going by there. But this is the first video that we've got to take since we got this bike, the Wildeway. I call it the Beast. And the thing will go upwards of 90 miles, but 60 miles if you just use electric only. So we're going to make a left here. Let's get the camera back around. And cruise on down. Several farms and beautiful areas here. Farm over here to the right. They grow ferns there, you can see. The dog's coming at me. Well, he's at the fence, so he's all right. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Kind of a swampy area over here to the left. Big, like a lake, but it's kind of swampy. This camera has a mount on it that'll switch to different areas. You can see the ferns up in there. Again, we're at one of those big fern farms. Just like at the florist, except they're in the ground. This boy looks like an old farmhouse. Look at how cool that is. We're just going slow. We're done about 13 miles an hour right now. Just enjoying the road. You'll get some traffic now and then, but they have to just go around. See good birds. Man, the birds have just been all over the place. Took this road here, Lake Hires Drive, and went all the way out to Lebanon that the other day. This house needs pressure washed the way it looks. A little rough shape. I just kind of like the country area like that, and it makes a nice ride out here. Some beautiful places. I could live out here. I lived on a farm when I was a kid. This is Old Island Grove. It's a road, but it's gated. They name the roads, but yet it's gated. It's a private drive. They're a nice farm. The cows are underneath the tree. It's not that warm, but they'll hang. They get used to hanging under trees because in Florida it gets so warm in the summer months. They hang out there a lot. Keeps themselves nice and cool. Yeah, farm life, that's the way to go. That's how I grew up on the farm, and it was a good life. A lot of work, but it's still a good life. It's like they're building a new house right here. Right on the lake, the beautiful lake right there. They're building a house right on it, brand new one. Out in this field here, you got some horses standing there and munching the grass and enjoying their day. The birds, those egrets, hang around horses and cows. And motorcycle sitting there for sale. Looks like a Yamaha or Kawasaki. And I see they're out there in the fern farms right now, working in them. It's a lot of work keeping those farms going. Yeah, I don't know. I think one time I heard it was the fern capital of the world, but you have to check me on that. But definitely a lot of ferns out here. There's Sioux Road, or Sioux Street. It's Sioux Street. One of these days I'll have to go back down Sioux Street and check it out. We're gonna kind of go to the right here. This is Spring Garden Ranch. If you follow this road way on out there, not really that far, but there's a ranch out there where they have horses stay all winter, and they're champion race horses. They use the, we call them sockies that they race. And I don't know if it's still open. There used to be a restaurant out there. And you could go out there and mainly it seemed like it was breakfast, but have breakfast and watch them run the horses. But I don't know if that's open anymore, so I'll have to check into that once, see if that's still open or not. And we'll pick up speed here just a little bit. This road here has a lot of really sharp turns. There's one coming up here. It's a real sharp turn. Yeah, it says 20 miles an hour. We're not really going that fast right now, so. Maybe they've done some work in that field. Maybe they've hauled manure We used to call it the turd hearse. You go out and spread the manure on the fields, and it's good for the fields. There's Hilltop Farms. It's a boarding for horses. Looks like a trike coming down the road. Oh, he's turning in. Out for a ride this morning. Yeah, we had a trike. We sold it here not real long ago. Sue's brother bought it. It was hard for Sue to get on and off of it, and I've rode motorcycle most of my adult life, since I was early 20s. I've been on some kind of a bike. Now it's e-bikes. And I gotta say, I enjoy the e-bike every much as I did the motorcycle. You don't go quite as far, but with this bike, I can really go quite a little ways. There's a couple campers sitting at that house, a couple nice ones. What are those? Reflection 1, I believe it said. Another one of those sharp turns, and a squirrel. Hey, squirrel, get across the road. Which way you going? Oh my gosh, he was close. I didn't hit him though. Why do squirrels do that? A squirrel get in front of you and they get all confused and they can't make up their mind which way they want to go. People's got some plants on a planter. That's pretty. Speed limit's only 35 on this road, which is good. I like these old country roads. You don't have to go so fast. I see some, I don't know if there are bikes in front of us or people walking. And another farm over here. Yeah, he's got some people up here just walking away. Out for a nice Sunday stroll. Looks like they're coming this way towards me. That's where you're supposed to walk on a road facing traffic. A couple horses on the side here. Hi guys, morning. Another nice farm, a black fence. They've used a black fence around this farm. That's pretty awesome. You probably see my fingers once in a while in the lens when I move that camera, because I'm doing two things, trying to maneuver a bike and also change that, so I don't take as much time to watch my fingers. But this camera mount's a great camera mount for any bike. Even a motorcycle would work. It's very solid, and it has these clicker things. You can click it to different positions, left, right, backwards. Another one of these sharp turns. It's a dead-end road, and there's a car coming out of it. And again, we got horses out in the field. Like some sort of a building there that they processing something in. It's working there. He does wildlife captures. He extracts if you get some wildlife in your house. I had a snake in my house once. None. Everybody knows me and snakes. I hate snakes. I called the sheriff. The sheriff said, well, we'll call the game warden. The game warden was busy. He couldn't come out. And the game warden had talked to me a little bit, had me describe it. And he said, oh, it's just a rat snake. I go, I don't care what kind of snake it is. It's in my house and I want it out. And so he didn't do nothing. He says, well, get a garbage can and swoosh it in the garbage can and take it out. Later on, after it was all over, the sheriff did show up. And I said, oh, you hear about the snake? And he's laughing, yeah. And I go, we got it out, but I said neighbor came over and helped me put it up into that garbage can and got it out. But man, I wasn't happy. I don't like snakes whatsoever. Alright, Spring Garden goes on ahead here. I'm going to show you here a little bit to the right there. It's nice. Look at the trees. This tree's awesome. We're going to turn on here to a road. Arnold, I'll get the name of it here. We get a closer view of the name. And I've known this road. I have a friend that lives out here. Haven't seen him in a long time. His son used to race go-karts, and I used to go haul his go-karts over to the track here and go race them. And we went to church together, flew model airplanes together, and his name was Johnny. Good friend, good guy. I'll try to get the pronunciation of the road again. I have trouble remembering things that I know. I just can't, they won't come out. That's what happens when you get old. Guy on a bike, out on his morning ride. Bikers used to always wave at you regardless, and they don't as much. He did, but a lot of them don't. Back in my days, you always acknowledged each other. Okay, this is West Road, but we're on Arnardo Grant. This is Arnardo Grant Road. This road will go all the way out to Route 11 again. We've came a total of 9.25 miles. Bike still has full bars. It hasn't went down a bar yet. As you can see, I can go a long ways with this battery. It's a 32 amp hour battery pack. It's a 48 volts. Your AH or amp hour will determine how far your bike will go. Your volts will determine how fast it'll go. I've had this top out at 32 once. It usually maintains right around 30 mile an hour. Right now we're just doing 18 because we're just cruising. The slower you go, the further it will go as far as your battery lasting. Shaded field, so that's great for the cows in the summertime here. All the bushes are going to block us off, so we won't get to see all the cows. And as we come around the corner here, we're going to soon be heading up to Route 11. We'll get back out here on the main road, and we're going to go to the left, and we're going to go a little fast here for a while. We're going to head over here to Lake Diaz. Beautiful lake out here. There's some orange groves out here. And so that's our next, we're going to actually stop there a second. Farm trucks with an animal trailer on it. There we are. We're back out onto Route 11. Car coming up this way. So that car we're going, there's actually like a bike route here. I'm going to get out here on the bike route. Go across. Looks like somebody did some donuts here. I don't know why they do that, but that's what kids do. All right, we're going to be going fast again. Orange groves here. This is a pretty large set of orange groves. You might be getting a little bit of wind noise now because we're done about 30 mile an hour, but when the spring comes here, like in March, and all these orange trees are in bloom, it just smells so great. You can just smell those orange blossoms. It just, I don't like perfumes, but this is a natural thing and it doesn't upset me. A perfume will mess my allergies up, makes me really sick. But orange groves smell so good. There goes a bike by us. Now we're soon going to be coming up here to the lake. I'll get over here into the main area because I have to make a turn across. I'm kind of watching traffic here. Yeah, I don't see any. Let's move our way on over, and we'll be making a left turn onto the little park here where the lake's at. Car coming. Let's see if we can get past it before it. We're gonna have to wait on it. This is called Candace R. Straw Lake Diaz Park. It's a great place. Years ago when I had a boat, I'd take my boat out here. Pretty good sized lake. A lot of fishing out there. You can water ski in this lake. It's not being too far from where we live. I used to bring the boat up here if I was just testing something or just wanted to do a quick little ride. It says no swimming there. Guy out there he's a fishing away. There's a Brute Rubbermaid can. Used to be headquarters of Rubbermaid back in Worcester, Ohio, where we used to live. Since then, it's completely and totally went out of business. I don't know, there used to be a little satellite area there, but one of the largest rubber producing companies there is. Motorcycles going by. Cypress tree. This tree right in front of us is a big cypress. Way back in that corner, there's a house that's there. I'd done some work for somebody back there. Gorgeous view right over top of the lake. So Lake Diaz. Great place to take your boat, have a picnic. It says no swimming, so I see people using kayaks. I wonder if he's catching anything. Lake Diaz, public boat ramp, fishing management, fishing license required, no daily bag limit for channel catfish. It shows all the different fish that's available there. It goes way back in there. It's surprising how far back it goes. I'd like to see him catch something right about now. You know, we've came 12 miles. Nice little ramp. There's waterfront regulations. I was looking ahead here and I thought it was a tent. It's a garbage can. Garbage place. Like, look, somebody's got a tent setting up because you're not allowed to camp here. Trash cans, park use only, no household trash. But yeah, this is Lake Diaz. They got areas here for picnicking. You can fish and picnic and just have a good time. Right now the weather's just gorgeous. You see a few trees kind of laying over there up into the woods. Now this goes around and comes right back out onto Route 11. But when I get to the end of this road here, there is a place. I want to see something here a minute. Is this, I don't know, I think this is a road. This is like a little trail. Let's just go to the edge here a minute and look back this trail. Oh, I think we can go back here a minute. Let's check this out. It looks like it's part of the water. Yeah, there's a nice little trail back here. I actually didn't know this was back here. Let's just ride on back to the trail. Nice smooth trail here. And just check this out. We might get sandy up here. We might have to board it. This bike will go. I see a turtle out there in the water. You probably didn't catch that. That sand will get a little deep and I don't think I'll go through it, but curiosity has got me wondering. Let's see a car back here. They're probably back here fishing. Interesting. Got a bugs over here too. The bugs will come out at you. But yeah, this looks like a little tributary off the main lake. I can see it here. I can tell you, I got a bug on my foot because they're biting me. Interesting. I never knew this was a trail back here. But as much bugs as here right now, don't believe I'm going to be staying. They eat you up. So let's go back on out here once. I was saying, just shortly here to the left, there's another little place that goes back in, and it says there's a boat ramp, but I think it's closed up. Let's see if it's gated or not. I thought there was even a place to boondock there, but I'm not sure about that. We're going to take a quick look at it up here. They close this park off at night. You can see the yellow gates here. So we're going to just kind of sneak to the left here and just see what we can see, if that place is a locked up gate. See, it says there's a boat ramp right there. This car's coming. I'm going to wait till these cars get on by. Surprised how many bugs here this morning. The bugs are all over me. Now let's get here on the berm a second and just take a look at this. It's called North Lake Farms. Oh, you can't go out. See, this is what I thought. If you look at the maps, there's an area that goes back in there, but see, it's all locked up. There's a farm right here, and they keep that all locked up so you can't go back. But when you look at the map, you go back here, and there's another place for the boats to come on, but it's locked up. What surprises me though is when you come up here, there's a sign that shows, maybe the sign's for Lake Diaz that I saw. Oh, there it is. I have a feeling it's double-sided, and what that means, let me look at it, show you that sign here. With these bugs. Shows you, that's what it is. So we're going to be riding the bike trail on the side of the road. We're going to be going fast and it's going to be busy. We're going to keep our camera to the side because there's a few nice houses to the side to look at. This is called Lake Hires Road. It turns into a dirt road. So this is another real nice, just a relaxing ride. Some lanes that goes back to farms and stuff. A little rougher. I mean, a dirt road tends to washboard out. That happens as cars go up and down it, and the sand kind of washes out just a little bit. Nice, cool field. Just a big tree right in the middle of that field. And there's actually a road goes back there to a farmhouse. I can feel the difference in the sand here. It'll move you around a little bit. Now, there must be a lake out in here somewhere. I haven't discovered it yet, but I think it's at the other end. The sand will throw you around a little bit on, and these are 3-inch fat tires. The other day I rode my fat bike that had 4-inch fat tires, and it even threw you around a little bit with the 4-inch fat tires. This is our newest bike, and so far I'm kind of believing it's my favorite bike. It goes fast enough to get somewhere, and it'll go long enough that you can go, like I said, upwards of 60 miles on just total electric. Whoa, we're gonna get turned around here a little bit, so I have to be a little careful on this road. There's another fern farm. That's, I don't know what you call those, a fern patch or. I'm gonna stop here 1 second. We've only used 1 bar of power, and we've came over 15 and a half miles, and I've only used 1 bar of power. Isn't that awesome? That's the big plus of this bike, the Wildeway. This is a Wildeway bike. There's it's like a modular home up there all by itself. That's pretty cool. Say some orange trees. Another road, Holly Hamhock, goes up in that way. I'm not sure where that road goes to. Yep, comes a car, Jiffy something. Jiffy Services. Not sure what that is. Can't quite see what kind of work they do. Yeah, a nice area. Wouldn't it be great to live in any of these areas around off grid, you know, like not off grid so much, but off the main thing. I like that way of living. Guess I'm probably more of a recluse. But somewhere around here there is a lake. It's called Lake Hyers. Not exactly sure. Now, do I see a lake over here? It looks more like a pond. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. A couple cranes. Yeah, it's more of a pond than a lake right there. no trespassing. They don't want you going back there. And I guess I can see that because you need to have some of your own privacy when you live way out like this. I imagine somewhere out here there must be a lake, otherwise they wouldn't call this Lake Hires. Sometimes there was a used to be lake and it has dried up and it's no longer existing, but the name remains. See some of the Spanish moss hanging down from the trees. So here we are, we're coming back out on this Reynolds Road, so we're back out here by, remember I said earlier, a house that looked like it needed painted. That's where we're at. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed our nice little ride here. We filled up one SD card with it and it came off about right. You see the bike here. We've gotten right now at this point, we have rode 16.9, almost 17 miles. It's on our Wildeway. This is our 32 amp hour battery bike. It'll go a long ways. I thought we'd finish it here, but we're going to end it right here. I hope you enjoyed our little ride out here Sunday morning. Beautiful day out. Let's see the airplane up there. But we're going to finish out the ride there, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hey, give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Let us know. You know, give us a comment. If you enjoyed our videos, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell them to subscribe. You know, we just do this for the fun of it. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Watching that airplane go. You guys, see you the next time. Happy riding. There'll be more.